Hey guys, so I am going to share with you the content system as a small creator who has seen actual real results. I know it's kind of hard because you may have seen a lot of videos of these that shows results from content creators who are way bigger, and it feels kind of impossible because usually you're just starting out, right? So for myself, I'm going to show you what has been working for me in the last 2 to 3 weeks or so since I've started posting content and taking my personal brand seriously. My name is Fab. I am a software engineer and I started my personal brand in order to showcase my projects, my works, my thoughts, my creativity, everything that I am interested in to help me get more exposure and share what I learned to other people. So that was the goal of me starting the content creation system. I have this framework that works really well for me because I am busy. I do not have a lot of time in my day and I have a lot of responsibilities. So it's important for me not to burn out and also to produce real good content. So I have mentioned in a couple different videos that I'm also a university student. So this is a lot to unpack, maybe just listening to me talk about all these responsibilities, but I want to just showcase to you that I have a real life. I don't just sit around. Like, these are day-to-day responsibilities that most people have. And so I want to show you what's possible. So here's what I do. Most of my content is educational focused. So this is my content cycle that has proven to be very successful. And I'm going to share this with you again as a small creator who has actually seen results. I have not done this long. So I've brought this up on my iPad. The first thing that I do inside of my content cycle, I have a funnel and a circle. It's going to be on the screen. Is I learn a topic, I research, and then I write about it. And I hope to actually retain the information. So I learn about a topic that really interests me. I go really deep inside of it. And then I research about that topic. I play around with the tech. I make sure I understand it, the weaknesses, the pros and cons, the things that maybe people don't think about. And I struggle through writing the code and I develop it. And then I decide to write about it on my own, what I learned, my experience. And sometimes I compare it to AI. Sometimes I compare my thoughts to other developers inside the space. And once I kind of get a grip on my thoughts, I go ahead and post a condensed version on Substack or my blog site. So, for example, if I am learning about Laravel, if I'm learning about system architecture, if I'm learning about cybersecurity best practices or best practices, it could be anything, right? And so I post what I've learned based off of my previous writing and understanding and trial and error onto my website in Substack. So I get to send that out to my subscribers list. And so that content is more of a condensed version. It has a different tone where it's really friendly. It's from the angle of someone who's just learning something and this is their finding. So you're getting the real experience from someone who's just tried it. If anyone's interested in those topics, go inside of the bio down below this video and subscribe to the blog. It's going to help introduce you to topics that I am learning as a university student. The next pillar is I use the same content and I change the tone for LinkedIn, and then I batch out a free resource with Gumroad. I know that seems a lot, so I'll break it down. On Substack, I am speaking to inspirers. I'm speaking to creators, artists, people who wants to dig deeper than just work. So that's the tonation I go. And LinkedIn, people are talking about work. It's their failed to success story. They want to show how they've overcome every feat that's ever came their way. They want to look good in front of their employer, their future employers, for their brand. Like, this is a different audience. So I changed the tone for LinkedIn, and I usually go through my own failure to success story, or I compare two things, which has worked really well for me. And I link underneath the comments free resource. So I tend to use Gumroad because you can enter a fair price. You can send people your PDFs after they input their email. I let them know that they're getting the resource and also updates on my Substack. And so now I get those subscribers coming in through there who also is going to look at my content and help boost my ratings. So then it moves over to YouTube. So whatever resonated with people the most, I make a long form version of that on YouTube. So in the past 2 to 3 weeks, without me having any brand presence, I gained 1,500 views. I gained from 0 to 12 subs on Substack, and I built a lot of brand awareness around myself. We're Editor Fab here. So it's a couple of days later, and I'm just giving you an update on this content cycle and the analytics that I've gotten from LinkedIn. For example, I've gotten 62 profile views, over 7,471 post impressions, and 13 search appearances. So something's working. People even today have downloaded more PDFs or free guides that I have given them. And it's just a content cycle and a loop that I am able to repeat. And the results have compounded. I saw nothing inside of my first week. My second week, traction started picking up the first time in the middle to the end of that week. And I guess more so, I'm on the third week. I'll say about 2 to 3 weeks of this cycle I've actually done, right? And I can see the results compounding. So I only wonder about this content cycle maybe 3 to 6 months from now and seeing how my funnel is going to work out for me. I'm definitely playing around and A/B testing different angles on how to use my content system, but the result speaks for itself. I'm definitely gaining traction on this. And from a small creator who is just starting their personal brand and showing it to others, I do believe that I have a valuable point of view to show you, because a lot of people are already big and they're showing you how to make it, but most people don't even attempt to try or take the next steps that they're taking. So being early in this journey before anything gets bigger is pretty important for me to document and also track what is working and what's not working. So that's what I have for now. This is the content system. I just shared it with you. You should do it, test it on your own. And if you've liked this video, subscribe down below. I'll ask you to follow the content, follow the blog, and I'll see you on the next one.